Yes, my people, peace, love, and prosperity. Baby, welcome back to the channel. This is definitely another episode of I survived the pandemic, only to be living in the scamdemic. Now, I've been getting hit up with these ads on social media. You know, like your algorithm and your Facebook and your Insta, if they can see that you've been searching something, or you even maybe liked, or you've been watching something on the internet, there's a load of cookies and pixels that basically record your behavior when you're online. So they then start serving you ads and you start seeing things pop up. So I've been recently just like checking out my Spotify, just the performance on like demographics, all that type of stuff. And I've been getting hit up with, now when I go into my social media, with the companies that provide playlisting for Spotify. Now, me personally, I do, as a general rule of thumb, I tend to only work with verified industry service providers, or directly with the platform. So either like directly with Spotify, directly with Google, directly with Facebook. It's very, very, very slim and rare that I'll go to a random third party that I've never heard of. So either way, I've been getting bombarded with this company called Boost Collective, their ads. And funny enough, I was just looking at their website. It's very well put together. It's very enticing. They seem to have like an integration on their website where you can even search up your songs, and it will find it on Spotify. So they seem to have some sort of a link with the data that's on Spotify, where you be able to type your song in or your artist name, and it actually comes up on their website with the artwork. So it's very user friendly, and a very slick interface, and a very well put together website. And I was just like looking on there, just seeing what it is, because obviously I'm getting hit up with so much of their ads. Now I'm on the website and I was looking and I was thinking, okay, this looks good. It's very well put together. I was looking at the pricing that they was charging, seemed pretty decent, reasonable, like entry level prices, starting at something like, I think $69. And I'm looking at it like, okay, this looks pretty decent. And I think they had like another package that was like 115, and then there was another package for like 199. So in the general scheme of things, I mean, I'm coming from major label projects where they're splashing out like thousands on online promo and whatnot. So those prices were just kind of like pretty accessible to like an independent artist who has some sort of budget. You know, it's not going to break the bank compared to where things were before the online thing really kicked in. So yeah, I'm on the website, like I said, I'm looking at their packages, reasonably priced, and then I thought to myself, let me just type in Boost Collective legit, and I did, and now I've ended up on Reddit. And funny enough, I'm starting to see quite a few reviews where people are actually warning against it. So on this first review, this person literally said, after being absolutely bombarded with their ads, which is the same as myself, which is how I ended up on their website, it said, I decided to try them out. Said some background, says, I've been making music all my life, have had charting songs, songs placed in TV and film, and other successes. It says, I say this not to toot my own horn, but to give you an idea of the quality of work I'm putting out. So obviously this person's trying to let you know that they're very seasoned. And it goes on to say, in November, I brought the Pro package from them. It promised 5k to 25k streams estimated and 15k and 15 plus placements. While they did place my song on 16 lists, they were very low in the pecking order, which basically means in the playlist, sometimes you'll have a playlist and it might have like 250 songs on it. So like you could be all like 170, which means that that person would literally have to love that playlist for you to catch the streams, because usually it's like, you know, maybe 10 to 20 songs and then that person's off to another playlist. Anyway, it says, and it was buried with hundreds of other songs. After a couple weeks, I only had around 50 plays, far below the projected number. So there we go, where remember what I've said on previous videos, where these companies and these people, they appeal to your side of the results, but they're actually luring you in, and they're using the results to lure you in, but actually all they care about is the transaction. And once they get the transaction, their energy slumps and you really kind of hear back from them. But anyway, we move on. I digress. It says, I reached out and emailed a rep who apologized and promised to adjust things, placing my song higher up, getting more eyeballs on it, etc. So that's the fake reassurance there, which is a usual tactic of scammers. And it says, he told me to give it a week. And now that's another tactic of scammers as well, where they're trying to make you waste more time so that the transaction now becomes harder to dispute, even though Visa and certain other companies, I think they give you like maybe 180 days or something like that. Depends on what thing it is, but sometimes I think the average is about 2 months to dispute. So anyway, but they're still, that's their tactic. They're trying to run the time up so that it's longer and longer from the transaction date. Anyway, it says nothing happened. In fact, it just dropped off even more. And he says, I reached out again and got no response. So you see what I mean? Now they've made you wait another week and then now they're not responding. This is just like usual tactics of scammers. Then he says, they did, however, inundate me with emails trying to get more of my money to boost, inverted commas, my campaign. That's another tactic as well, where scammers will be like, oh yeah, so and so this didn't work, that didn't work, but we've got this thing that if you spend another 200, 300 on it, then this should definitely be it. You know, like if you bought the silver, then we've got the gold, you should get the gold package and it will do this, and then if you bought gold, it'll be like, oh well, we've got the platinum and we'll do this. Yeah, shout out my guy, little scammer over there called what's his name, SBK. He done that to me, but I definitely hit him with the chargeback. Idiot. Definitely not FCA regulated either. But yeah, that was one of his tactics as well. Yeah, you need the platinum. You need the platinum. You need to jump on the platinum. It will change your life. You need to jump on the platinum. Jump on the platinum. Anyway, moving on. It says, I can't say this is how it always goes, but my experience has been that they overpromise and underdeliver. In my opinion, they are not worth a hot red cent. Perhaps if they spent less time spamming ads on socials and putting it into their product, they'd actually be able to deliver on their promises. And it says caveat emptor, I guess. So this is exactly what I'm talking about, you know, where these companies and these people of this new age internet, which I call it the wild west. That's what WWW stands for. It's the wild west, where anything goes. Thank God there are some sort of precautions and companies like, like if you go through your bank, PayPal, all of these type of things where there's mediators and you can actually have a chance of getting your money back when coming across these type of companies. But my advice, I'd say, stay away from these type of companies and stay away from people that are not verified. You need people around you who can advise you who to go to and whose services to book, because this, especially in the music industry, I feel like a lot of these companies, they're actually there to prey on independent artists, because they know that independent artists are almost seen as low-hanging fruit. A lot of independent artists don't have proper management, they don't have proper industry knowledge, insight, guidance, counseling, people to reach out to. So they're basically like young lambs surrounded by hyenas and wolves, because they literally do not know any better. And then you've got these companies that come along and they're able to build like slick websites, they're able to build effective marketing campaigns, which is ironically like a shiny sweet wrapper to attract your attention and lure you in. And all they do is they basically promise you and overpromise, underdeliver, and as soon as they get that transaction through, then their energy disperses, and you don't even hear back from them. Next thing you know, you're literally emailing yourself. Do you know what I mean? And then the next tactic is that they just literally block you. That's what a lot of these people do, because they don't care. They see it as, we've got your money now, there's nothing you can do about it. I'm gonna put up the Reddit pictures so you can read it for yourself, but underneath what this guy has wrote, there's literally 2 more people who have come in with their own reviews, and it's literally people agreeing with him and kind of confirming that they've also had a similar experience. And yeah, it's crazy, like I've been saying, living in the scamdemic, people have the energy for the transaction, and what they do is they use the promise of the service and your pain points to lure you in. So they know that a lot of these independent artists, they know that they need more streams, they know that they are looking for a wider audience, they know that they want to be more, like, have more notoriety, they need to have more visibility. They know that an artist who would upload their music, if it's got 100 streams, they know that they would love to see 100,000 streams. And that feeling of euphoria, that adrenaline rush of knowing that your product is getting out there, that is, like new people are discovering it. They know that that's what these artists want. And like, if you're not a major label artist who has a whole PR and marketing team behind you and a machine to push your product out there, people are looking for alternatives. And that's where these companies come in now as wolves, ready to just take you to the slaughter, like how they take lambs to the slaughter, and I really do believe that it's about locking in with proper communities and verified sources who can actually really deliver on the actual promises, because I've been in the industry since 2001 and I can say that it's never been this devious. I remember when I started in the industry, it was like you'd actually have proper PR companies, you'd have radio pluggers, you'd have like just official companies, and like you'd go to these companies and they would be the people who would deliver these services. You'd know what campaigns they'd worked on, and you just kind of like stick with them. But like, since this whole internet thing has really kicked off and streaming has come into it, it's getting harder by the day to determine who's who, but at the same time, obviously I'm an industry professional, so I do have a lot of people that I can reach out to. But you know, like thinking of the independent artist in mind, it's not that easy, especially if you're new to the game and like you don't have a good team of people around you and you're just literally trying to find your way and figure things out. These type of companies and people are like the worst, because it's like, it's demotivating, especially when you pay your money for a service and then you don't get the results. I think that is one of the most demotivating things that an artist can experience. And I feel like a lot of these people and companies are actually evil for the mental strain and agony that they put artists and people through, because you know, like, you've spent so much time creating this art and now you're parting with your hard-earned cash, and you definitely deserve, you know, what you're being promised, especially if you're being marketed it to. Like, you know, you come on your Facebook, you're getting hit with an ad, you go on your Instagram, you're getting hit with an ad, you're getting bombarded. The least that these people can do is stick to their promise, you know. But I guess there's no honor these days, man. There's no integrity, and it's getting harder. But the worst thing is that a lot of these platforms allow anyone to just advertise. So you can literally start a company today, say that, you know, oh, we provide label services and promotion for independent artists. You could do that right now, make an ad account and start advertising to people, you know what I mean, without having to be vetted or anything. And I just feel like these loopholes definitely need to be tightened, and I have a feeling that they eventually will. But then I'm just thinking that at the sake of how many artists have even already given up on their dream and their dreams because of these type of experiences, and they're not even speaking about it. They feel like there's no one to hear them. It's crazy, you know what I mean? So all I can say is, yeah, I'm building this community, I'm putting these things out there because I know that there's a whole heap of people that have experienced these things, and what I'm trying to do is bring the community of musicians and creatives together in an online space. And you know, like, I've got a roster of talents, of people who do things like web design and marketing. I'm even getting into marketing more myself, understanding campaigns, Facebook, Google, all of these type of things, and actually delivering, you know, and getting artists ready, especially for things like touring and tour production, all of that type of stuff. So we're definitely building. So I want people to kind of gravitate towards this and get in touch, and just, you know, the more we share our experiences, I feel that the harder it's going to be for these type of people and companies to do what they've been doing. And I know it's not just in the music, I know it's across the board. You know, I don't want to even get into, like, well, I'll do it in another video, we could get into like the Forex people, the crypto people, the NFT people, and, you know, all of these people just running these different pump and dump schemes and scams. It is crazy. Like, it is literally crazy. Like I said, WWW stands for Wild Wild West, in my opinion. And it's crazy. But I'm gonna literally end the video here. Leave your comments, thoughts, feelings, and yeah, let's continue to grow, build each other up. And I will definitely tap in and hit you guys on the rebound. But for now, I'm gonna leave you. Once again, peace, love and prosperity, my people. I'll catch you on the next one.